Bagong pag-uwi ngayon sa Pilipinas. Alamin ang latest arrival protocol ngayong buwan ng Hunyo. Watch this video and find out the latest arrival protocols to enter the Philippines. Hi mga kabayan at kaibigan, and welcome to my channel. Ang bilis ng panahon, June 1 na po, at ating alamin ano ba ang latest arrival protocol sa pag-uwi nyo sa Pilipinas. Yan po ang ating i-discuss sa episode na ito. By the way, ako nga po pala si Jamey Iris and you are watching Jamey Iris TALK TV. Sa lahat po ng ating mga subscribers, welcome back. Sa lahat po ng ating first-time viewers at ngayon lang po kayo nakabisita sa aking channel, iniimbitahan ko na po kayo na mag-subscribe po sa aking channel kung saan we will be discussing latest protocols, travel guidelines, travel tutorials, at iba pa pong mga current events that's happening in and out of the country at mga inspiring videos po. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, ganun din po ang notification bell para alam niyo po kapag meron po tayong bagong video. So with that mga kabayan, tingnan na po natin ano po ba yung mga topics na i-discuss natin para sa video ito. Based from IATF Resolution number 168, meron po tayong bagong entry, testing, and quarantine protocols for Filipinos and foreign nationals arriving from abroad beginning May 30, 2022, and it shall be as follows. Based from this IATF Resolution 168, ito po ang ating mga i-discuss. Naku, speaking of 168, it just reminds me po yung mall sa Divisoria, hindi po ba? Nakapunta na po ba kayo doon? Ang tagal ko na rin pong nakapunta sa Divisoria, hoping kapag mas umigi pa po ang situation sa ating bansa ay makakabisita na rin po doon. Anyway, based from IATF Resolution 168, the topics na discuss po natin sa araw na ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Unang-una, sino bang allowed na pumasok sa Pilipinas? Simulan po natin yan sa mga Filipino passport holders at foreign passport holders. Pangalawa, ano po ba yung mga pre-departure documents and entry requirements to the Philippines? Yan po ang ating aalamin based again sa IATF Resolution 168. At last but not the least, ano po yung ilang travel reminders po natin para sa inyong lahat. Simulan na po natin. Sino po bang allowed na pumasok sa Pilipinas? So, pwede po ang Filipino passport holders, OFWs and non-OFWs, basta Filipino passport holders. But then again, for foreign nationals or foreign passport holders, meron po tayong certain conditions. So, yan pong i-discuss natin sa araw na ito. Now, sa pagpasok ng mga Filipino passport holders, kapag pumasok po kayo sa Pilipinas, how will you be classified when it comes to pwede ba kayo umuwi diretso sa bahay or kinakailangan nyo mag-hotel quarantine? Ito po ang basihan. Kung ikaw ay Filipino passport holders, kasama na po dito ang mga dual citizen, titingnan po natin or titingnan po ng IATF at BOQ, ikaw ba'y fully vaccinated? Ngayon, with the latest protocol that started last May 30, meron na pong distinction between fully vaccinated, without booster, at with booster shot. And then, ganon din po kung kayo ay unvaccinated, partially vaccinated na Filipino passport holders, pag-uusapan po natin in a little while, ano po ba yung protocol na naaakma sa inyo at gayon din, ano ba yung mga pre-departure requirements na kinakailangan nyong i-comply. At sa mga foreign passport holders, syempre, andyan po ang ating mga balikbayan na former Filipinos at meron din naman po tayong mga foreign nationals who are born and bred po sa ibang bansa. So, ang ina-accept lang po at this point in time para po sa ating mga foreign passport holders ay mga fully vaccinated. We are still waiting po sa update kung kailan ba i-allow ang mga non-vaccinated na foreign national. Kasi ngayon, we are only allowing fully vaccinated travelers to enter the Philippines. So now, let us specifically talk about the Filipinos or the Filipino passport holders. According to the IATF Resolution 168, and of course, it's posted also on the Bureau of Immigration, Meron po silang advisory na pinost ng Bureau of Immigration po according to the resolution number 168 series of 2022. Sinabi po nila na relative to IATF MEID resolution number 168 dated May 26, 2022. Ina-advise nila na may revised entry testing and quarantine guidelines para po sa lahat ng mga arriving passengers mula po sa international flights or kaya naman po kung ano man pong vessel ang ginamit nyo pa pasok sa Pilipinas. Effective May 30, 2022. Para po sa mga arriving Filipino nationals muna ang ating i-discuss and then later on we'll discuss about the foreign nationals or the foreign passport holders. Arriving Filipino shall comply with the following requirements. Ano kaya itong mga requirements na ito, mga kabayan? So, unang-una po, ano po yung mga requirements na kailangan i-comply ng mga arriving Filipino nationals? Requirements number 1 po or letter A. For fully vaccinated Filipino, kinakailangan po, number 1, magdala or mag-possess po ng any acceptable proof of vaccination. So to enter the Philippines, it's very important na susundin po ng mga Filipino passport holders ang supplementary conditions. Ano po yung mga acceptable proofs of vaccination para alam ninyo at meron kayo? So kailangan number 1, yung World Health Organization International Certificates of Vaccination and Prophylaxis ng WHO na ito po ay kulay dilaw or tinatawag na yellow booklet. Number 2, kung kayo'y binakunahan sa Pilipinas, VaxCert PH po ay maaari nyong i-print out. Ayan po, from the website. Kung hindi nyo po alam kung paano, panoorin nyo po yung video ko. May tutorial ako about this. Ayan. And then number 3, maaari po kayo mag-present ng national or state digital certificate of the foreign government which has accepted the VaxCert PH under a reciprocal arrangement unless otherwise permitted by the IATF. Itong provision na ito po, mga kabayan, actually, nung last protocol po natin, basta po kasi sa Filipino at may Philippine passport ka, basta po yung halimbawa po, ang pinresent nyo ay national certificate from a certain country. Ina-allow po dati kahit walang reciprocal agreement. And that's what I actually know. Pero binabasa ko lang po kung ano yung meron po ngayon from the Bureau of Immigration and at the same time po galing sa IATF. Pero I will seek clarification about this, mga kabayan, kasi dun sa dating protocol po nila, ina-allow naman po ang Filipinos basta po may national, kahit national vaccination niya, even from those countries na walang reciprocal agreement. Ang mahigpit lang po ang Pilipinas ay doon sa mga balikbayan po, halimbawa, at sa mga foreign nationals na kinakailangan talaga yung proof of vaccination ay may reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. Pero kung Philippine passport, as of the last protocol, ay hindi naman po nire-require. Balitaan ko po kayo as of now, habang makuha ko po. Kapag nakuha ko po yung information about this, I'll just clarify po with Bureau of Immigration about this so that at least we will try to get a response or reply from them nang sa gayon ay maklarify natin ito. Ayan, just in case you're working in a country na walang reciprocal agreement, ang kumbaga VaxCert PH. Sige po. For the meantime, ito po muna yung binigay po nila sa atin. Number 4, other proofs of vaccination permitted by IATF. So yan po, mga kabayan, ang kinakailangan yung i-provide na proof of vaccination pag uwi nyo sa Pilipinas kung kayo ay Philippine passport holder. Next one. Pangalawa, kinakailangan yung mag-provide ng COVID-19 test. Provided po hindi kayo kasama dun sa exemption. Discuss ko po yung exemption which I believe alam nyo na rin kasi na-discuss natin sa isang video ko, pero uulitin ko lang po para at least kompleto po ang discussion natin ng arrival protocol for the month of June. Kinakailangan po mag-present ng negative RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours or a remotely supervised or laboratory-based rapid antigen test or negative test administered and certified by a healthcare professional in a healthcare facility taken within 24 hours po prior to departure from the country of origin or first port of embarkation, excluding layovers, provided the passengers has not left the airport premises or was admitted to the transit country. At syempre, meron po tayong exemption dito. Ang exemption natin po dito ay any Filipinos age 18 and above who have received primary series of COVID-19 vaccine and at least one COVID-19 booster shot. Pangalawa, fully vaccinated Filipinos age 12 to 17. And then number 3, mga Filipinos po na below 12 years old regardless of vaccination status at syempre dapat accompanied by their parents and guardians. So, in short mga kabayan, ganito po. So, fully vaccinated with at least one booster shot. So, hindi na po kinakailangan mag-present ng COVID-19 testing sa inyong pagbalik dito sa Pilipinas. Kasama na po yung dalawa pong category na fully vaccinated na mga bata from 12 to 17 and at the same time yung pangatlo po yung sinabi nga po nila is mga batang below 12 years old. Pero ang mga fully vaccinated without any booster, mga unvaccinated at partially vaccinated, ibig sabihin po kayo po ang magpe-present ng COVID-19 as pre-departure. So susundin pa rin po natin ito kung swab testing within 48 hours before your flight at gayon din kung sakasakali naman po kayo ay magra-rapid antigen test within 24 hours before your flight. We'll further explain this in a little while po. But for the meantime, ito po ang pangalawang requirements para sa mga Filipino o mga Philippine passport holders. Now, let's just take a look for arriving Filipino nationals na unvaccinated minor. So, ano po ang kinakailangang gawin? So, kung meron po kayong anak, okay, na kasamang magta-travel with you at unvaccinated po siya below 12 years old, pagdating at pag-enter po sa Philippines, kinakailangan lang po i-follow ang health and quarantine guidelines of the accompanying parents and guardians. Halimbawa po, kung sakasakali na fully vaccinated na po kayo, either with booster or without booster, then pwede na pong umuwi diretso sa bahay. Pero kung halimbawa, kayo ang parents, ang batang ito ay kasama po ninyo below 12 years old at kayo ay unvaccinated or kung hindi naman po kaya ay partially vaccinated, kinakailangan nyo po na mag-quarantine sa hotel. So sila din po isasama ninyo. So, ito pong ibig sabihin nitong unvaccinated minor Filipino national requirements. Now, dagdagan natin paano kung ang mga bata ay 12 years old to 17 years old at dumating sa Pilipinas. Paano ang entry protocol naman po nila? Ibig sabihin, upon arrival na sa Pilipinas. Unang-una, since ang mga 12 to 17 years old, pwede na po sila mabakunahan, so kinakailangan sundin po nila ang health and quarantine guidelines based on their vaccination status. So, ibig sabihin, kung sila ay bakunado, katulad po, halimbawa, sila ay bakunado, then pwede na po silang umuwi diretso po sa bahay, kasama po syempre ng mga guardians. So malamang ang mga parents po at guardians ay bakunado din, then pwede po kayo sabay-sabay na umuwi na po sa inyong bahay. Now, ang challenge is this. If for example, bakunado, fully vaccinated po kayong mga parents with or without booster po ito ha, at nagkataon naman po ang 12 to 17 years old na anak po ninyo, nakasama po ninyo, or if you're a guardian, yung iyong kumbaga ginaguardianan na bata na 12 to 17 years old or teenagers, then you will have to accompany them doon po sa quarantine facility. So they shall be required to actually quarantine in a hotel facility for at least 6 days po. On the 5th day, kinakailangan nila mag-swab testing. Kapag na-receive na po nila yung kanilang negative RT-PCR test result, then that's the time pwede na po silang umuwi sa bahay. Pero syempre, sa pagpunta sa hotel, since they are minors actually, so you will have to accompany them. So pwedeng isa lang naman po sa parents ang mag-accompany or isang guardian, that will be fine naman po. Basta merong kasama yung 12 to 17 years old na teenager. So yan po ang ating requirements for the unvaccinated minors na Filipino national. Now, how about ang mga fully recovered Filipino nationals with positive RT-PCR or pre-departure test results? So, tingnan po natin ito. Marami nagtatanong sa inyo, Miss Jamey, paano yan? Nagka-COVID ako, nag-positive ako. Paano na ang arrival protocol para sa akin pagdating sa Pilipinas? So, pakinggan niyo po ito mabuti. Kung kayo po ay may Philippine passport and you just have fully recovered from COVID-19, pero nung ikaw ay nag-test ulit, para do sa pre-departure, ayan, nag-test ka ng positive for the 48-hour pre-departure test and may be allowed entry to the country provided na nag-comply ka with the following departure or boarding requirements. So, ito po yun. Number 1, kinakailangan mag-provide ka ng positive RT-PCR test taken that must be po not earlier than 10 days. Ibig sabihin, hindi mas maaga ng 10 araw doon sa inyong departure from the country at hindi rin naman po mas later than 30 days. Again, from the prior to departure from your country of origin or port of embarkation. Now, karagdagan pa po dito, maari ka rin po mag-provide at kinakailangan po pala, hindi maari, it's really required po na aside from the positive RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours prior to the departure from the country of origin, so kinakailangan mo rin mag-present ang medical certificate issued by a licensed physician. Kinakailangan ang laman po nito, so basahin niyo mabuti ha. Pag binigay sa inyo ng doktor, dapat sinecertify ka as a Filipino national na ano ka ba, asymptomatic ba ang situation mo or ang condition mo during that time that you got your COVID-19? Mild ba ito, moderate, severe, or critical of case ng COVID-19 as maybe has completed the mandatory isolation period? And number 3, is no longer infectious and you have been allowed free movement or travel. So yan po, kinakailangan dala-dala nyo po yan. So these are the 3 documents that you have to ensure that you have so that at least you can again present it po sa BOQ at may upload nyo rin po yan doon sa ating One Health Pass. So pagsasamahin lang po yan in one document. So we will take a look po at magkaroon tayo ng tutorial so that you know how we could go about it. May mga request po tayo sa mga sa ating mga audience at mga subscribers regarding that. So I'm working on it and then I'll share that to you. Now let us just take a look at the supplementary conditions. So ang mga supplementary conditions po, number 1, for fully vaccinated. So kinakailangan nyo po pagdating nyo sa Pilipinas, ito pong requirements, pre-departure po ito. Itong supplementary conditions, pagdating nyo na po sa Pilipinas. So pagdating nyo naman sa Pilipinas, kung fully vaccinated kayo, self-monitoring lang ang kailangan nyong gawin. Pagdating dito, 7 days po sa bahay with date of arrival being the first day. Now, yung pangalawa naman po, for unvaccinated, kung sakasakali po, nag-positive kayo, at unvaccinated kayo, pag dumating kayo sa Pilipinas, katulad po, how yung protocol po natin sa mga unvaccinated na kinakailangan na magpa-RT-PCR test. At una muna po kailangan nyong mag-quarantine sa isang hotel. So you have to have your booking. Kung OFW, sagot ng OWA yan. Non-OFW, sagot nyo po yan. So at least po 6 days sa hotel. And then kapag ika-5th day, sa swab test kayo. Once na-receive nyo na po yung negative test result, then you can check out and diretso po sa bahay dapat. And then kukumpletuhin niyo po yung total of 14 days na quarantine. So yan po. Kung any symptoms may be felt or observed, so kinakailangan yung i-update po ang inyong number 1, barangay, so that they can also alert the local government unit. So yan po mga kabayan, at always remember yung arrival po ninyo ang siyang day 1, ang bilang po sa inyong total 14 days of quarantine. Combination of hotel and bahay. So yan po mga kabayan ang ating travel protocols regarding fully recovered Filipino nationals with positive RT-PCR pre-departure test result. Kung sakasakali naman kayo ay unvaccinated, partially vaccinated or individuals whose vaccination status cannot be independently validated. Ganito po ang gagawin. Kinakailangan nyo, katulad ng nabanggit natin kanina, mag-provide po kayo ng COVID-19 test, negative test result upon departure or sa pag-check-in nyo sa airport. So same. Requirements po within 48 hours po kung ito ay RT-PCR prior ng departure po ninyo. And then, ganun din po, maari kayong mag-provide din ng rapid antigen test. Ito ay maaring remotely supervised or negative laboratory-based rapid antigen administered by a certified healthcare professional in a healthcare facility, and then taken within 24 hours prior to your departure from your country of origin or your first port of embarkation, excluding layovers, and provided the passenger has not left the airport premises or was not admitted to the transit country. So yan po, pre-departure requirements. Pagdating nyo na po sa Pilipinas, ito naman po, kinakailangan po kayo na mag-quarantine sa facility-based quarantine or mga hotel until release of your negative RT-PCR test taken on the 5th day from the date of arrival. At syempre, ipagpatuloy po ang home quarantine until makumpleto ng 14 days from the date of arrival. So yan po mga kabayan, kung kayo unvaccinated or partially vaccinated, makakauwi po kayo. Kinakailangan nyo lang po mag-follow ng mga protocols natin, mag-provide ng dokumento at sundin po ang entry protocols. How about for foreign nationals? By the way, mga kabayan, I will have an English video for this. So, please refer your foreign national friends or kamag-anak po na nais umuwi sa Pilipinas at nais po nila English video. For the meantime, Tagalog po muna tayo. Now, for foreign nationals, ano po ba ang mga protocols nating bago from this resolution na 168? So, let's just take a look po. Para po sa mga arriving foreign nationals may be allowed entry into the country provided they comply with applicable visa and immigration requirements that fall under the following categories. Kung kayo ay fully vaccinated, by the way, for foreign nationals, only fully vaccinated foreign nationals can enter the Philippines. That's it at this point in time. So wala pa po tayong update kung kailan i-allow kung walang vaccination. Now, exemption, only minor children below 12 years of age traveling with the fully vaccinated foreign parents can enter the Philippines without vaccination. So please take note of that. And then, letter B, you must ensure that you carry and possess any acceptable proof of vaccination. So ito po, very strict po ang Pilipinas dito. So kinakailangan nyo ng World Health Organization International Certificate of Vaccination and Prophylaxis or VaxCert PH kung dito na bakunahan. Number 3, national or state digital certificate of the foreign government which has accepted VaxCert PH under a reciprocal agreement unless otherwise approved and permitted by IATF and other proofs of a vaccination provided by the IATF. Ayan. So, i-check ko rin po at ipoprovide ko sa inyo. Check nyo po yung community page ko. I will take a look po within this week. Ano na po ba yung latest na mga bansa na may reciprocal agreement with the Philippines so that you can check if your country is there. Kung wala pa po ito the last few months. Now, how about the third requirement? Of course, tingnan po muna natin. So, same po doon sa diniscuss natin a while ago. Bukod po sa mga sumusunod, any foreign nationals age 18 and above who have received primary series of COVID-19 vaccine ay hindi na po itong exemption po natin, ibig sabihin po nito, hindi na po kinakailangan mag-provide ng COVID-19 test result upon pre-departure. Ang sino mang foreign national or balikbayan, age 18 and above that who have received yung tinatawag po natin na primary series of vaccination at meron pong at least one shot of booster. And then fully vaccinated na mga foreign nationals age 12 to 17 years old. At pangatlo, katulad nung nabanggit natin, upon entry din po, hindi na kinakailangan ng COVID-19 pre-departure ang sino mang mga bata na below 12 years old na foreign nationals. At kung sino man po ang foreign national na fully vaccinated pero walang booster, kinakailangan po mag-present ng RT-PCR test within 48 hours before your flight or tinatawag po nating rapid antigen test. Ganun din po yung condition katulad ng binasa natin kanina, a remotely supervised or laboratory-based rapid antigen na negative test administered and certified by a healthcare professionals in a healthcare facility within 24 hours prior to the departure from the country of origin or first port of embarkation, excluding layovers, provided the passenger has not left the airport premises or was not admitted into the transit country. So yun po. At syempre, katulad ng sabi natin, hindi po kasama at this point in time or hindi pa allowed ang hindi bakunadong foreign nationals. Karagdagan po, kinakailangan ang pasaporte ng sino mang foreign national pagdating sa Pilipinas ay at least 6 months from the time of entry. 6 months or above, that will be quite great. Now, letter E, with valid own or return ticket to the port of origin or next port of destination corresponding their allowable period of stay. So, kinakailangan po ng return ticket. Now, ito po, very particular po for foreign children traveling with Filipino nationals. Now, for foreign children below 12 years of age and not vaccinated, traveling with Filipino parents, so they must follow the entry and testing quarantine protocols of their Filipino parents traveling with them when they enter the Philippines. So, yan po. Hindi kinakailangan ng COVID-19 testing at pagdating ng Pilipinas, kung anong vaccination status mo as a parent, then yun po ang susundin ng bata. Kung ang foreign children naman po, ages 12 to 17, traveling with the Filipino parents, then they must follow the health and quarantine guidelines based on their based on their vaccination status. Ayan po, dahil naman po, pwede na silang mabakunahan. So kung ano po yung kanilang vaccination status, so kapag vaccinated, uwi na sa bahay. Kapag hindi vaccinated, diretso po sa hotel quarantine. Kasama po dapat ang isa sa mga magulang or guardian kung sakasakaling unvaccinated minor po ay or children ay kinakailangan mag-quarantine. Ayan. Now, the question is, how about travel insurance? Kasi marami pong nagtatanong sa atin, meron pa rin bang travel insurance, Jamey, ngayong month of June with a new protocol? Ang sagot ay wala na po. So for any foreign nationals po or anyone holding a foreign, tinatawag po natin na passport holder, the travel insurance is as an entry requirement for foreign nationals is no longer required but highly encouraged naman po. So yan po ang latest natin sa travel insurance sa mga nagtatanong po sa atin. So sa Filipino, talaga naman pong walang insurance but any foreign passport holder, lalo na yung mga tourist po, business, kumbaga traveling for business, wala na pong travel insurance. Ayan. So, with that mga kabayan, I hope na tulungan po natin kayo at alam nyo na po kung ano po yung mga travel requirements natin both for Filipinos at ganun din po sa mga foreign nationals. Now, before we end, let me just give you a summary of what we have discussed. Alam ko marami po tayong binasa kanina pero ito po, mas madali nyong matatandaan at a glance lang po ito for all of you. Okay, so this is what we will do, everyone. Let us summarize what we have discussed. So, isa-summarize ko po ito. Unang-una, ano po ba yung kinakailangan natin, both Filipino nationals and foreign passport holder? Anong kinakailangan? Number 1, pre-departure. Number 2, at the airport. At number 3, kapag kayo po ay nakalabas na ng airport at you will be going home or in the quarantine hotel. So yan po ang tingnan natin. For all Filipino passport holders, let us just take a look. Ano ba yung kinakailangan yung i-prepare pre-departure? So hinati po natin ito sa fully vaccinated without booster shot at fully vaccinated Filipinos with booster shot. So number 1 po, COVID-19 test. For fully vaccinated without a booster shot, yun po muna i-discuss natin, kinakailangan ninyo mag-provide ng COVID-19 test whether it is an RT-PCR test or kung hindi naman po kaya ay rapid antigen test. Siyempre, kinakailangan nyo mag-provide po ng vaccination certificate as discussed earlier. And then, one health pass. Naku, ang paborito. ng marami na alam ko po nakapagdulot po sa atin ng maraming stress na past few weeks. But then again, na-simplified na po siya starting May 30. So kinakailangan nyo mag-register for this. Travel insurance, hindi nyo na po kinakailangan. Return ticket, hindi nyo kailangan. Gayon din po ng passport na 6 months validity. Ang Trace app, marami nagtatanong. Yes, it's still in the mandatory list na kinakailangan nyong kompletuhin. However, hindi po ito palaging hinahanap sa Pilipinas, pero again, it's better you have it rather than pag hinanapan po kayo ay mabulaga kayo. And then last but not the least, hotel quarantine. Kung fully vaccinated without booster shot, hindi nyo na po kinakailangan ng hotel quarantine. Now, how about fully vaccinated Filipino passport holders with a booster shot? So, COVID-19 test, hindi nyo na po kailangan. Vaccination certificate, dalawang klase na po ito ha. Primary vaccination certificate and booster certificate. Ang tanong, madalas sinasabi niyo, Miss Jamey, paano kung yung sa amin hindi hiwalay? Like for those in the UAE, hindi po ba isang dokumento lang po yung meron kayo? So, nandun yung first dose, second dose, and then third dose, fourth dose. So, that will be, mangyayari po dyan, yung third dose, fourth dose, usually po considered na yan na kumbaga booster. So therefore, kapag pinag-upload po kayo ng primary vaccine certificate, upload nyo po yung dokumento na yan. And then, pag pinag-upload po kayo ng booster certificate, upload nyo rin same documents kasi nandun yung detalye. So hoping nakatulong yan mga kabayan. Alam ko yan po yung iniisip po ninyo kasi for others, magkahiwalay po yung primary vaccine certificate at yung booster certificate. Ayan. Sa mga taga-US, ganun din po, madalas isa lang po yung card ninyo, hindi po ba? Andun na rin po yung primary at booster. So, same thing po. I-upload nyo lang po sila doon sa primary certificate at booster certificate na hinihingi sa 1/2 pass. Ayan. And of course, 1/2 pass, kinakailangan nyo po yan. Kinakailangan nyo po na magkompleto ng 1/2 pass. And then, travel insurance, return ticket, passport na may 6-month validity, lahat po yan, hindi nyo kinakailangan. And then trace up, katulad nung nabanggit po natin kanina, ay hindi po siya hinahanap palagi pero nasa list ng requirements upon arrival. And then hotel quarantine, of course, you're fully vaccinated so hindi nyo na po kinakailangan ng hotel quarantine. Ayan. Now, how about Filipino passport holders who are not vaccinated and partially vaccinated? So, pareho lang pong requirements para dun sa without booster shots at with a booster dose. So, kinakailangan nyo po pareho ng COVID-19 test, either RT-PCR or tinatawag nating rapid antigen test. And then, vaccination certificate, hindi nyo po kinakailangan na mag-present kasi hindi po kayo vaccinated. 1/2 pass, definitely you have to complete that. Travel insurance, and then return ticket, passport 6 months validity, hindi nyo kinakailangan. Trace app, again, it's in the list of the mandatory requirements. So, pwede nyo pong kumpletuhin yan pero hindi po hinahanap palagi sa Pilipinas. Cebu, madalas hinahanap po yan. Hotel quarantine, yes, definitely you have to undergo the mandatory hotel facility quarantine at least for 6 days. 5th day ang vaccination. Kukumpletuhin nyo po sa bahay kapag receive nyo na po yung negative result ninyo from the hotel. Check out po kayo, kumpletuhin nyo sa bahay until 14 days, counting day 1 yung arrival day po ninyo. Yan po mga kabayan kung kayo ay not or partially vaccinated. Now, how about mga foreign nationals? So katulad nung na-discuss natin kanina, summarize lang po natin. Fully vaccinated without a booster shot, kinakailangan nyo mag-present ng COVID-19 test, vaccination certificate, 1/2 pass, travel insurance, hindi na po kailangan. Highly recommended lang. And then return ticket, passport with 6 months validity, trace up, kinakailangan po natin yan. Again, trace up, it's not always being checked. Then hotel quarantine, hindi nyo na po kinakailangan dahil kayo ay fully vaccinated. You can go home straight kung meron po kayong bahay sa Pilipinas or sa hotel. And then for foreign nationals, fully vaccinated with the booster dose, you do not need to present any COVID-19 pre-departure test. Ayan. And then kinakailangan nyo 2 vaccination certificate, primary and then booster. So just like what I explained a while ago, kung nasa isang certificate po ang inyong primary, kumbaga certification or yung proof, and at the same time yung inyong booster, then pareho nyo po silang i-upload doon sa One Health Pass, and of course, One Health Pass, kinakailangan nyo mag-complete. Travel insurance, of course, hindi nyo na kinakailangan, highly recommended lang. Return ticket, passport with 6 months of validity. Trace app, hindi po siya hinahanap, pero nasa list po ng mandatory quarantine. So mga 6 minutes lang naman po or less than 10 minutes, matatapos nyo po iyan. So ako po, I suggest na gawin nyo na rin, just in case hanapin. And then hotel quarantine, you don't actually need it, or you're not required to go through a hotel facility quarantine. Okay, and then next one, former Filipinos with foreign passport only. For fully vaccinated, kinakailangan nyo mag-present ng COVID-19 test, vaccination certificate at One Health Pass. For Balikbayans na, again, with foreign passport only, hindi nyo kinakailangan ng travel insurance, at ang difference with the other foreign nationals, dahil balikbayan po kayo, hindi na po kayo required ng return ticket. At syempre, kinakailangan po ninyo ng passport na may 6 months validity. Now, trace app, again, hindi man hinahanap na sa list ng requirements na kailangan meron po kayo, and then hotel quarantine, hindi na kailangan. If you are a former Filipino with foreign passport only, fully vaccinated with booster dose, so hindi nyo na po kinakailangan ng COVID-19 test pre-departure, pero kailangan nyo ng vaccination certificate na dalawa, either po yung primary vaccine certification at ang booster. Kung isa lang yan, pareho nyo pong i-upload sa One Health Pass 2 times po. And then travel insurance return ticket, hindi nyo rin po kailangan. Passport with 6-month validity, kinakailangan, at ang trace app na sa list of mandatory, kumbaga po na kailangan kompletuhin. Of course, hotel quarantine, hindi na rin po kailangan. So yan po mga kabayan, looking forward, nakatulong po sa inyo para at least at a glance you know ano po bang mga kailangan sa inyo pre-departure. Ito na lang po mga kabayan, travel reminders. So according to the new IATF protocol, it's the airline's responsibility na any fraudulent and or unverified vaccine certification shall be the liability of airline carriers. Existing guidelines for arriving Section 9E, visa holders and crew members shall still be observed. The foregoing is without prejudice to the exercise of the mandate of the Bureau of Immigration on arrival and departure formalities. So yan po mga kabayan, kaya kung naghihigpit po ang airlines, it is because talaga pong sila ang mananagot kung sakaling may makakalipad po sa Pilipinas na hindi po merong, kumbaga sabi nga po nila, yung vaccine certification ay hindi legit or hindi po ina-accept sa bansa natin. And one last reminder po for travel. Ayan po, last April 12, 2022, sinabi po nila, returning Pinoys no longer obligated to fill out or submit arrival cards to the Bureau of Immigration. Filipinos coming from abroad are no longer obligated to fill out the arrival cards and submit them to the officers manning the counters of the Bureau of Immigration at the airport. So yan po mga kabayan, but foreign nationals, you are still definitely required to complete this. So with that mga kabayan at kaibigan, yan po ang ating latest arrival protocol dito sa Pilipinas ngayong buwan ng Hunyo. Kung itong video ito ay you find it helpful and informative, please click like, and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. This is Jamey Iris TALK TV, kung saan tayo po'y nagdi-discuss sa mga travel updates at iba pa pong mga topic. And at the same time, press na rin po ninyo ang ating notification bell so that you will know kung kailan po tayo merong bagong video. So with that, once again everyone, sa lahat po ng mga babiyahe, have a pleasant flight, and I'll see you in my next video. May God bless you and thank you for watching. Ingat po kayo mga kabayan, kaibigan at mga foreigners or foreign subscribers.